Hello and welcome to the 2021 Jonesboro Open. We are in Jonesboro, Arkansas for the Disc Golf Pro Tour, and we've got BigBarri commentary, Jeremy Koling, joined by that guy, Yules, Primetime McGee. How you doing, buddy?
Primetime McGillicuddy. Let's get into that grip low profile.
We've got Garrett Gurthie, third place back there in October. He also has 2 second place finishes. He does well here. McBeth, he does well here too. Second place just a few months ago. Joined by former champion of this event, Ricky Wysocki, who is on a tear right now, bringing that Texas energy through Arkansas. And popping the shirt, Thomas Gilbert, he's got the length to do big things at this course.
And the rosy cheeks.
And the personality. Just the whole game. Hole 1, par 3, starting off with a boomer. 450 feet, slightly uphill and slightly downhill. And in the end, it's a little bit more uphill than it is from the tee. Whatever that means. It is a big tee shot, though, and it's a great way to get the round started.
First off the tee from Florida, Garrett Gurthie.
I think Garrett has enough distance to get there if the hole were doubled.
I wouldn't take that bet.
Wild style. We got camo and the colorful top, hat and glasses. That's textbook Garrett Gurthie look, and he's going with a Halo Wraith.
I think that was maybe his keyboard.
Maybe his Sonic.
Next off of the tee from California, Paul McBeth.
Also going with a crazy outfit, camo. No, he's camo. I'm kidding. He's looking good though.
Always does. Paul is pulling that one, turning over to the right, and as you hear that crowd in the background, we are in phase 2 in here in Arkansas, and there are a few spectators, limited,
From South Carolina, Ricky.
but there's also the amateur event going on the other side of this course, so there's more people around the teeing area than we've had in quite a while, and honestly, it's been too long.
It feels kind of nice having people watching, you know?
Absolutely
That
does.
adrenaline going. Let's see if Ricky can use that to his advantage here and pop one right down the middle.
Halo Destroyer
Oh, why are you doing that?
overturns it a bit. The distance is perfect, but he is about 45 feet right.
Next off the tee from Ontario, Canada, Thomas Gilbert.
And this might be our first look at Thomas Gilbert in his new bag on Jomez this year, aside from the new bag challenge that we filmed back in Vegas. Oh, the height and the turn.
Coming out a little bit, but
Oh, wow.
a little check up.
A little pro backspin action. That was nice.
Maybe just didn't even want a piece of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a maybe, get it up there.
Ricky floats it off left side chains, perfect height. I feel like we're seeing Ricky hit that putting stride that he was always known for, and maybe didn't quite see it so much in 2019, 2020, just like little flashes of it. Garrett coming up a bit short, but as of late, when he's been, you know, we've always talked about this, but Ricky is such a confidence. Like when he plays with that momentum, he always talks about momentum, and when he has that momentum, his putt is deadly from 80 and in.
Yeah, it seems like he's not only got the range, but the accuracy to go along with it. Like, people bring it from left to right or right to left to kind of float it in or something. His are so aggressive, kind of right on line. Like, the range doesn't matter. It's always that really confident stroke you're
It's
talking
that
about.
pace.
Like, yeah, right on a string.
And this guy right here has that same type of pace that can be deadly from all sorts of ranges. Let's head over to you for a hole 2 breakdown.
I'm Paul Ulibarri with today's Bushnell hole breakdown.
You can find the Sport 850 rangefinder at the link in the description. Hole 2 is an 820-foot par 4. In order to get into scoring position, you will be required to hit this small gap. If you do manage to hit the gap, you will land here 450 feet from the tee. Then you will be faced with a complete opposite throw, an uphill shot where the gap is at the end of the flight. Do you have all the shots required to birdie this hole? Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, Thomas, what do you got? You think you got all the shots, buddy?
He's certainly got the lone birdie on hole 1, and he's got all the distance. It's just about hitting this initial gap. He goes low, hits the gap, and that's heading right there in that little downhill mud area that you had circled. Might be a little bit past that even, maybe 460, 475.
Oh, and that's brilliant. On that left side, he's got almost a straight shot up to the pin. Very good.
Garrett going for the higher route. There is a little pocket up there.
Finish in front of that.
And just hitting the outside edge, and that drops it down. That avoids the tree and maybe looking at 500 feet. That ended up probably being 375.
Yeah, and it's surprising to see him go high and still get to that kind of bunker tree there on the right side.
Surprising?
Yeah, because when you throw it so high, it wants to go left. And
I'm not surprised by him anymore when it comes to distance.
Well, I feel like that's why he's going high, is because then he's making sure to get left. When you throw it down,
I see what you're saying.
the disc is speeding up, therefore bringing that right side into play a bit more.
Correct. McBeth with a nice one, and Ricky's also going high to try to mitigate distance, but put it in that the left spot, but in the correct spot. You can see he just flies past Thomas's perfect shot by about 30 feet.
And he went with that high route. That's... Oof.
So Garrett out of position. He's going to go with the roller.
I like this. And needs to... Oh, no. Come on.
That looks great if it sits.
Yeah.
Oh, and it cut left at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oops. Maybe.
he has the ability to keep those wraiths rolling longer than I don't think I've ever seen anyone throw a longer roller than Garrett.
I'm almost positive that that will become a GIF, him putting those glasses down and looking.
I missed it.
It was just really funny looking to me like, oh, where'd it go?
Wow.
Oh, wow, I know
Are
where
you
that one went.
kidding me? Are you serious?
Oh, stop it.
How could he throw it in there so slow and touchy, under that ceiling perfectly, and just a thing of beauty, folks.
And this is not it.
And that's what you normally see. This shot's hard. This is a really challenging approach shot.
Yeah, he's...
Thomas from perfect position. I mean,
Yeah, no, 100% right. He's going to have circle 2 look from the shrubbery.
all right, this is going to be a little short and left, but just crawling its way into the circle. Just so much distance off the tee that he was still able to get his rock inside the circle with a little bit of a misfire. No way. Thomas.
Oh, no.
Wow. You can see how, even in slow-mo, how fast his wrist movement was there to get...
Oh, the farthest right chain. Such a beautiful spin putt. And then right at the end, he swung and grabbed some grass off the ground.
That's quite right.
3 birdies on hole 2. Wow. And Garrett able to save the par. So everybody's just going to finish this hole in 3 throws. It's not what you normally see.
Yeah, well, in years past, we've had a crazy headwind on this hole, which has made it super difficult to get up that hill. So I feel like the scoring conditions on this course today are the best that we've ever seen.
I would agree with that. The wind is down. There was a slight chance of precipitation coming into the round, but it never really came to fruition. A little bit of like mist in the air at times, but for the most part, very scoreable conditions. Hole 3 is a par 3, 435 feet, a slightly low ceiling. I don't want to call it a tunnel, but a little bit of some things you have to concern yourself with right off the tee, and there is OB left.
Yeah, the only rain we saw was Thomas Gilbert from circle 2.
No kidding.
Go in. Got enough turn.
Go in.
He's just going to start off 4 down through 3 holes.
Unbelievable.
Wow. That would have been an incredible ace.
Things become more unstable.
But he's left with about 25 feet for a turkey start to this event.
Which is really, I mean, obviously it's a nice start, but those are practically bonus holes.
Yeah, the 1 and 2. If you come out of there 1 under, you're feeling pretty good about your start.
Not feeling good about that shot. This is, I'm not going to say one of the easier birdies on the course, but it's a stock shot for these guys.
Yeah, it's definitely on the easier half. A 2.69 average is a pretty low average.
How good are people getting 2.69 average on
Yeah,
435 feet?
That was a frozen rope. That did not move off that line until the last 15 feet when it just like ran out of spin and just died left. Straight left at that. Wow.
Samesies.
Yeah. Nice line.
Shot, dude.
Uh-huh.
So we've got 3 in the circle and Paul McBeth inside the circle 2. And that's what I'm talking about. Look at the pace of that putt. It's just so smooth, and it comes in at the same speed from 60 as it does from 15. I don't know how he's able to create that amount of consistency from that distance.
And look at how his body aligns with the putting stroke. The leg comes up from the back. Everything seems to just penetrate right on that putter line, and it's like it has nowhere else to go.
Let's see if Thomas gets big putted a little bit.
I feel like when I jump putt it, one limb's this way, the other's that way. The putter's going one way.
Garrett is in for the birdie.
Nice putt, Garrett.
That would have been a fantastic
Dang,
star
that's
frame.
too bad.
And make it look easier than it is for the average person, but any star frame's good.
Commit to it.
So 2 under for the card, except for Garrett at 1 down. All off to a fantastic start. Hole 4 is a par 4, 630 feet. There's 2 ways to play this hole, but this card is going to play not this way. They're going to be going the high right hyzer. There are a couple different circle areas that are about 8 meters wide in diameter, and those are out of bounds, and they're kind of random, and you can't see them from the tee. But you can see Paul is looking high and right, and that is far.
I feel like that could be taking on that second.
No, it's just perfect.
Good shot.
Not taking on that second fairway over there that's past all the other fairways. That's in the fairway.
I am once again asking you to please put a mandatory on this hole. I really think that this one should be down the middle. It's just, we've got so many big open holes in this course. This has got a beautiful low ceiling tunnel down the middle. It'd be nice to force the action a little bit in the future, but Ricky with a good tee shot, Paul with a good tee shot. Garrett's going to park the 630-foot hole with a 100-foot hyzer probably. That is so far.
Yeah.
That's a
shot,
soft
D.
Sonic.
That is so far. Obviously, camera doesn't do it justice, but I can't make it past that group of out-of-bounds trees.
On the
And-
hyzer,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can't. So these guys are
100 feet past it.
100 feet past it on hyzer.
Thomas is turning over right.
No, it's in that other OB.
Nope, it's
Okay, never mind.
safe. It's all safe. If
Wait.
you can throw 500 feet, you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
Unless you throw 530, then you're OB. This is looking good from Rick. Good pace with the pig.
Thank you.
That'll be a short tap in to get the 3 down.
Oink, oink.
Had nothing to add to it. Summed up perfectly.
Sit.
Tom is coming in with a little bit more angle, but put it on the brakes. Good.
Throwing a little softy shot.
Oh, little dink dink. And we'll just move up 100 feet to Garrett's drive.
Foundation definitely picked a good hole to do their charity thing. Yeah.
Thomas with the only real work here.
Yeah, that's in.
Right.
Ooh, star
Yeah.
framing up real nicely
Yeah.
here.
It's looking pretty good. As long as Paul can finish the hole, we're going to have a star frame. Oh, and he did. Okay, congratulations. You know the deal. It's going to be a little small donation, but helpful donation to the Edge Foundation. Head over to edgediscgolf.org to check out the good things they're doing over there. Hole 5, par 3, 495 feet. When we got to this hole, I don't know, it might have been a little bit of a right to left crosswind, but it was relatively calm most of the day. It doesn't look like the wind's blowing much right now. Paul's going to be attacking, but going down the middle, and this is looking pretty good.
As long as he misses that tree and goes in the
In.
bucket.
Oh my gosh, tapping. And there is out of bounds
Good shot.
all right side. Obviously the pond is OB, and there's also this little moat area that's right in between the main fairway and the green
in.
right there.
Oh,
All OB shots will proceed to a drop zone. It's about 100 feet away.
good shot.
Ricky going with the layup shot. Pretty common play here. You're going to see 85% of the field just play that little short pitch hyzer. Garrett's going to go long pitch hyzer.
Hurry.
That needs to get left.
Where is it? Oh,
Look
yeah.
at this carry. Go. Oh,
Oh my gosh, that is stuck in, and he is inbounds.
Nice.
so he just threw a 530-foot spike hyzer.
Yeah, and he's inbounds by the skin of his teeth.
I'm gonna be mad, dude.
And look at Thomas playing the safe shot. The typically hyper-aggressive young lad.
Yeah, we got a bunch of golfers on this card. What's going on here?
I know, and with Ricky and Thomas's distance, I'm surprised they didn't try to.
Doing.
Ooh,
Oh.
good effort.
Nice run, Rick.
Surprised they didn't go for the aggressive hyzer route like Garrett.
Yeah, they definitely have plenty of distance to do it.
Come on,
But
lift.
maybe there was a little breeze that we didn't feel, maybe not a helping wind. We did see Garrett kind of flip up and not really come all the way back, but, I mean, he did. But a little short there. He'll be happy with that, flirting with disaster.
Great birdie for Paul McBeth. Little self-plug. He joined myself and 3 other players out of our 124-player count with the only birdies of the day on that one.
Well done. So that's a nice get right there.
Hole 6, par 3, 315 feet. Island shot. Obviously, the OB and the wall are the OB lines. Actually, the line itself comes about 2 feet off the lake there. Any OB goes to a drop zone that's short of the lake. But this is going to be most likely an ace run for these guys.
So this actually
Oh.
was a
Wow.
I was on the card right ahead of these guys, and we faced a pretty stiff left to right wind. I don't know if it calmed down for them, but you'll see Ricky have to take this really wide and let it swing with that wind.
Judges it well.
Yep, nice.
But sometimes when you're in competition, yeah, you can see it drop. Yeah, that's that.
Ooh, AVR X3
Yeah. Nice.
just barely crossing over. Wow.
And that's that wind, you know, pushing it down right there. But I feel like when you're in competition, the wind seems a bit stiffer than it probably really is.
Sure, you're hyper aware of all the tiny undulations, and every little thing seems so much more impactful into the shot, you know. When have you ever been concerned about a bird chirping when you're practicing?
Oh yeah, Spidey sense is on high alert.
Paul's gonna have to work from not that far, but
It's an awkward little putt though, downhill, maybe a little breeze, and you have that wall. The OB line
Nice
is
putt there.
great putt there. The OB line is actually a bit behind the wall there. There's a string.
Go for it, you look ready.
And so you can't get your full meter off of the actual wall. So it's kind of awkward stance if you're doing it properly.
okay.
Didn't see that coming. Neither did the millions other watching this coverage.
Yeah. And we'd like to thank all the millions of people out there watching. Just
billions.
so many of those millions.
Millions with a B.
That's dumb. That is funny, but dumb.
It's a good putt there from that awkward stance that I made up. That's this guy's
It
having
is.
a little
Well, the thing that makes it awkward is that the OB line is actually behind the wall just a bit, so you don't quite get the full meter that you're used to. I found myself in a very similar position, so
I couldn't quite fit my foot behind like you could.
yeah, Thomas's stance is going to be a little different than Paul McBeth's stance, that's for sure. On to hole 7, par 4, 615 feet. The play is going to be either a hyzer left of this tree up in the fairway here, or just trying to throw a full flex drive as far as you can. If you go left, it does open up the angle for the second shot a bit more, because everyone's going to come in off the left side of this grouping of trees. Probably a forehand skip shot, maybe a backhand mid-range thrown low. But this is a relatively easy birdie. Almost feels like a must get.
Absolutely, especially if you can pow that shot. Gee, I lost it.
Bad, there's a little hyzer gap over there.
I feel like that
That
was
was in the air for so long.
Yeah, was it
Alright.
too high?
I don't think he got good distance. Not Garrett distance, at least. Yeah, and you're going to see some awkward stances. This tee pad is entirely too short for the length that we want to throw, especially for a person like Thomas Gilbert. It's not able to get his full run up into the shot. It's that railroad tie that kind of lifts off, and you can see Ricky's kind of trying to dance around the side of it.
That's why I decided not to grow. You know, I figured I'd.
Good strategy.
I
right.
mean,
No,
why
it's
why
so
go
many
grow
advantages.
big? Why grow big when you could be like smaller?
That's what you got people like me to reach things for you up in the high shelves.
Yeah.
I got you, buddy. Paul's just going for the big flex. Just
This could get underneath that. Yeah.
yeah, he kind of squibbed past the backside of it. I think even if you're under there, the limbs aren't that low. It really shouldn't be a problem for any of these guys.
It's not gonna be a gimme though. Like he's gonna have to get in there, work on it. It's not a shot he practices all the time. I mean, it's definitely not a formality with no backstroke.
Yeah, it is a little bit closer in that backswing. It makes you think about your how far you can reach the disc back. But guess what?
Ooh, yeah. Good touch.
Pretty formal. Garrett's gonna go spike hyzer over the top.
Paul did have to go with a super fast driver to mitigate the
It's
short backswing. I'm just kidding. I'm
Yeah,
totally
it seemed to
kidding.
give
was
him
so
a
easy.
ton of
Yeah,
problems.
So easy.
And Thomas from a really good tee shot. You can just see the advantage.
Why so wide?
Well,
Skip.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
Well,
gonna have to work for it.
Trickster right there.
And you can see even with that distance that Thomas got. Wow.
Catch it if you can.
That angle definitely, it's very tricky to throw a 175-foot shot that breaks and goes hard right. Oh, no.
You see my paddles like
I
super high right chains.
I think Ricky will take a bit more time on his putts after that mishap on 6. Be surprised to see him miss another one of those.
And Garrett as well after this.
Yeah, he hit a big putt on 6 and then followed that one up with a.
Catch pretty good.
Almost didn't hit anything at all. Just barely tickled a couple of outside chains.
You're allowed. When you're Garrett, you're allowed a couple of those around. He throws it so well, he's going to put himself in position, but only a couple.
Yeah, we've said that one of the things that's held him back in the past is his putting, but really he's been putting really consistent, and so it's not really holding him back anymore, and that's why you see his name up there in the leaderboard at a lot of these events so far this year. Hole 8, par 3, 324-foot blind, backhand turnover or forehand hyzer. The key here is just to avoid coming up short and right because there's low ceiling limbs that really protect the basket from anywhere in that grouping of trees.
Swing.
Oh, it's getting dropped down. This should be about, what, circle's edge?
Yeah, just outside.
Fine.
You see that a lot. People trying to get it wide but not getting that height, and then it doesn't swing back. Just kind of gets smacked down circle's edge, and that's a really tough putt because if you miss, if you go 15 feet past, then
Yeah.
you're underneath those limbs over there, and it's really tough. Now that's the money spot. A little 12-footer uphill,
Yeah.
usually where you want to be.
Yep.
Oh well, let's see how McBeth does now. He doesn't have that tree behind him on the sidearm helping him throw that fast disc forward, huh? Now what are you gonna do? Yep. See?
Yeah, look, sounds like there's a bit of wind out there pushing, and so that's gonna be a challenging putt from about 50 feet. Paul, definitely. You want to trust yourself that you can hug it tight to the corner, but you just know that you're drawing dead inside there. There's just really no good looks for birdie. So the air to make is definitely out wide left.
Yeah, looks great.
Such good angle control.
Sit. Nice shot, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was weird. Interesting backspin.
Good sidearm.
Good sidearm. Paul, it looks a bit high. Uh-oh. And he knows. He doesn't even have to watch it. Grabs another disc and just goes down. Oh my goodness. Look how slow that thing's rolling. And this is about 10 feet further than where he just was. Okay.
Just pretty mad about it too. Yeah, well.
Okay.
And again, look at how he lines his body up right there. It's just
I'm going to
just
go ahead and
so
give some
pretty.
props to Brian Geis, our slow-mo's guy. Because I'm sure he wasn't ready to get in position and get that slow-mo after he set his feet and was ready to putt 2 seconds after he got there. And Thomas,
what a good putt right over the rim on the stripe.
he's got a good putting stroke right now. Look at this. He is 6 down on the front 9 with a missed putt in the circle.
Blistering.
And the other par was him playing, oh, no.
And he's got a shot for another one on the next hole.
And the next 9 after that.
That would be nice. Things he could do
Ooh, elevator music for Rick.
with 10 more birdies.
Are we still on that?
I was just going.
I thought that was a short bit, but we stuck with it for a while. Garrett.
Same miss twice.
Yep.
At least it's the same miss. It's something you can correct.
They're birdie
moving
misses,
forward.
though. You know?
Yeah.
Birdie
It's not like
misses
he's
are-
going left and right and high and low. Like he's, right. Let's just aim it a little bit
Yeah.
more left and
Just
put
turn
it
this
in there.
gear here, click one there, and turn your body just a little bit more, and then you're golden. Hole 9, par 4, 750-foot par. Ah, this hole. What a tough hole to birdie. It's just got so many things. A tight gap off the tee. And with a good tee shot, you aren't guaranteed anything. There's never a point in this hole where you're like, oh, that's a great tee shot. Now I've got a birdie. You have to work hard the entire time. You've got this low hanging, super long branch at the end that guards the hyzer shots in. I mean, you have to be very creative.
And this
get the
tunnel
birdie.
shot isn't that wide, honestly.
Oh, it keeps you honest. I mean, to get the distance that you need to get the birdie, you have to throw pretty hard through that gap, and that can be intimidating.
Thanks.
Ricky
Oh, yeah.
pulls that left, turns it through everything, works its way up to the 250 stake in the middle of the fairway. That's probably 300 from the pin. Came up a bit short of it, but a great result.
Yeah, I mean, it very easily could have hit, gone straight down, and
Been
birdie.
scrambling.
Yeah, birdie's out of the question, but now he's in perfect position, really. And this one is in perfect position as well. Might be a
Yeah.
little left, but
Shot.
easy little hyzer around, and then just got to roll the dice to hopefully get under that
Uh-huh.
branch we're talking about.
I think that's within a 15-foot radius of what Paul's trying to do. I mean, that's
After a couple missed putts, this thing's going to be
oh boy. Oh
Dang.
my gosh.
He threw it over the. Oh, whoa.
No, what? What?
That is.
He just crested the hill. He's going to be able to see the basket into. Okay, so when I said there's no point when you feel like birdie is just earned, I guess I wasn't thinking about what Garrett might do.
Yeah, I like it. Maybe a little bit short, but that was the right
That is
line.
such an impressive shot. What?
Pig.
What?
Sidearm pig from there. Deep.
What? How? How do you do good things like that so
Come
good
back.
and often?
8-2.
This is perfect.
Thanks.
What?
Just a little outside, right?
Thomas is
or left?
killing it.
Shred vest for sure. That's a very good shot. I mean, putter, turnover, take that kind of lucky shot that Paul did perfectly there.
Oh,
Unlucky, really, because
Yeah.
you kind of almost want to
Oh my
catch
gosh.
something,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
an
okay.
extra little. Yeah, no birdie there.
nope.
Yeah.
Big rolls on 8 and 9 for Paul.
Made us look like a bunch of shrimps.
That's Ricky referencing Garrett's drive.
Well, he's definitely got to work hard for it, but yeah, you got a little glimpse into the dictionary. He's got a fantastic way of communicating, and it is always fun when you're playing with Ricky and he's in a good mood.
Yeah. Well, he's got a little something. So,
I wouldn't have been surprised, but I would have been impressed and annoyed simultaneously. That
yeah, I
had gone
mean,
in.
I felt like it was going to go in, honestly. That's it.
Oh no, you don't. And that's a super tester distance right now after you've just missed your last 2 birdie putts.
But it also can be a momentum builder because you just missed your 2 putts.
Nice,
That's
right?
a great putt there from Rick, catching the right side, bringing it right in.
Mm-hmm.
But if Garrett makes this, then you're kind of okay. I got it figured out.
Yeah.
So he
Mhm.
kind of needs this putt.
Yeah, it's very important. A lot hangs in the balance for the back 9.
When you're missing putts for birdie, you can kind of be like, okay, let's. Oh boy. You can kind of be like, oh boy, okay. It's fine though. But when you're missing them for par, then it's a bigger weight.
Okay, stuck that right in the middle. That'll shut some of those voices in your head right up. Thomas. What a front nine. Incredible. Just flowing.
Yeah, that is super impressive. I mean, 7 down is, I feel like, as good as you really could get.
Well, I mean,
almost.
it's one off of perfect. I mean, he played hole 5 for par. So, I mean, and he just missed that one putt in the circle. Other than that, that's a perfect front nine. Very hard to do. But the scoring conditions, you can see the scores. They are hot. Ben Calloway shot 7 down the front nine. Ricky Wysocki, Calvin Heinberg, Adam Hammis, Jordan Davidson. I mean, tons of guys are just shredding this course right now. It is a sprint. We got to thank you guys. Obviously, you know, you are the Founders Club. We talk about you all the time. We still don't give you enough credit. You guys keep this ship running. We appreciate you. If you aren't a part of the crew,
Try it out.
you should try it out.
See what it's like.
It's good stuff.
You won't be disappointed.
We'll see you guys soon for the back nine.